Hello everyone, hello. How's it going? Today we are starting the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I think it's 2 games. But how's it going, guys? How's it going? It's Detective Week for us. We played Lost Judgment yesterday. We got tomorrow too. Story, how's it going? Ren, how's it going? Hey Amber. Hey Stuff, how's it going, guys? How's it going? It's lovely seeing all of you. You guys have been having a great week. Happy Wednesday and or Thursday. Yes. Hello. You are Amber. Amber. I was hearing about Noelle's chat yesterday, Amber. I was like, what? I'm like, hold on, I was like, get in here. Hello. I was like, what's happening in here? It's wild. So, I have never played any of these games. I've only played the first Ace Attorney game, the Phoenix Wright one, which I want to stream them, but I also don't want to play the first Phoenix Wright game again because I've played it 1.5 times, and the full time was recently enough where I'm just like, I remember everything. Like, we could, but I don't really like it, and I love Miles Edgeworth, but also, what's up? I'm chillin'. I had some broccoli and tofu before stream. It's ridiculously hot here. It's still fairly early spring. Or I guess it's mid-spring now. And it's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm like, why? Which is... Hold on. What is that in Celsius? For... Honestly, the better, time. Not time, temperature. Goodness. Fahrenheit. Celsius. It was over 32 degrees Celsius. It's the butts. Is it? I love it. That's the dude I like, right? No, that's not the dude I like. Who's the dude I like? Ace Attorney. I don't feel anything towards butts. Characters. This is a different cast, but still fun name conventions. Naruto up in here. There's so many Ace Attorney characters. What? I honestly, I don't know. I'm scrolling. Who's everyone's favorite Ace Attorney character, guys? Whether it be in the original series or this one. If we don't know them yet, we'll meet them soon. Why is there so many? This is insane. What the heck? Oh yes, of course. I like dick. Yes, that's where we're at. Oh goodness. Virtual our names fun. Yep. It is hot. It's so bad. Okay, I stretched. Our schedule for this week is, we got this today, tomorrow's more Lost Judgment. We played about 9 hours yesterday. No stream on Friday. I'm donating plasma, and I was feeling pretty, not the best after it last time. And then, we're gonna finish a Yuden Chronicle 100 Heroes on Saturday. Have a thick leather jacket. I mean, it's sleeveless. Well, it has short sleeves. Let's go. Do you feel okay after it? Because I did it one time, and I felt like I was going to pass out. And I'm so glad I wasn't, like, driving. Because that would have been a danger to literally everyone. But yeah, there's a global shortage of plasma. If you were able to donate plasma, please consider finding a location close to you. Also, if you need an extra incentive other than just helping people out, a lot of places do give you a, like, monetary compensation for it. Go donate plasma. Get a little protein drink before it happens. I only pretty much eat like protein and vegetables. I don't know. I don't have protein powder. What's 4 times? Let's go. We're doing good work here. Let's go. I believe it can take up to 12 donations to be like have like one usable dose on someone. It's insane. Again, if you're able, if you have any sort of medical condition, that would not allow you to do so. Obviously, you can't do so. You've been in there for 40 minutes. I think mine actually got done in 30 minutes, but I think I felt woozy because it was going too fast. They had to slow it down. They had to bring the ice packs. I was like, one of the people was like, should I get the like trash can? And I was like, honestly, I think it was too fast for me, but still, again, if you are able, donate plasma. Consider donating plasma. But yes. And we also have content warning in about 4 hours. First time playing that game with the gang of Lenore, Noelle, and Riddle. We love the homies. Because we forgot to eat. I usually only eat like once or twice a day. So like I ate a ton before going and they're like, I don't know why you got so sick. And I'm like, we're gonna find out. If it happens again, at least they'll have 2 donations of useful plasma. I'll get you a shout out, Brad. You know those guys? I know. I know. Apparently Noelle is, what was it, 39? But everyone check out Ren if you are not already following them. They're great. They're great. One of the first friends I made through streaming in general. Go give them a check out. I can spell, I swear. Exactly, yeah. I was like, I was staring. I was like, oh. Oh, so yesterday. So Aldo sings the opening for Lost Judgment, and we were like talking about if it would get muted. It didn't. It didn't get muted at all. And I was like, yes, bro. Aldo's great. Spring chicken. Yo, I wish I was. Oh my god. Oh my. I like move a bit and I start like crunching. I don't want to hit start until we're... It's going to be a long dialogue, guys. My throat is going to die. But yeah, I'm excited for content warning. Has anyone played it? Has anyone seen it? So before we played Lethal Company, I'd watched a decent amount of it. I have not watched like any content warning. Stuff through so... Oh no, it's fine. Let's go. It's still... Oh, I hope that goes away soon. Physics. You've played a bit. Did you like it? It seems like a fun time. Although I'm worried about the volume. I've heard the volume can get loud, and there's a singular like volume mixer thing in there. And I'm just like, oh, we're gonna have to lower that. But yes, I test to make sure it's all running. Oh, pretty fast. I've seen that most people only play it like once or twice. Well, this is our first, I think this is all of our first times playing it. So, should be a good time. You just woke up? Good morning, good morning. Haven't had any volume issues though. That's good, that's great. From what I've seen, the playback on like, what I've heard, the playback on the videos after like the recording, is significantly louder than when it was actually in like real time, or maybe not. We'll see. We'll find out. There also could have been patches. I think the only things I've heard about that game was when it first dropped, which it came out not that long ago, but like a couple months ago. Was that just a month ago? I think it was like a month ago. And if it doesn't work for us, we also have Lethal Company. So, we get that. Well, let's jump into the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Again, I believe it's 2 games. Select Adventure. Yes, is it Adventures? Okay, new game. What should be like the second one, somehow. I would stare at it. I'm playing on the Switch. So, peak graphics.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, A push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
I want those chairs, bro. You ever walk into a place and just want to, like, take their chairs? It's me at a local boba place. I'm sure they're fine. It's Merry Christmas,
but
guys.
For one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
This is the main character, isn't it? Oh, whoopsie! Oh no! The Great Departure. It wasn't Christmas. It's almost Christmas, look! The 22nd of November at 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of... Yeah. Bro, I can't pronounce words. Defendant's antechamber 5. Could be Thanksgiving, it could be. Still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. Oh goodness. How can it be that just beyond the doors of this quiet chamber is the highest court in Japan? I got flashbanged. Waiting to decide my fate. What? Oh, no, nothing. Safety players, murderer. Oh, they died. For a revolution happening in schools. Because they are not internet connected, so you can't get as distracted. As in, like, typewriters are being brought in. I've seen so many videos of people, like, bringing in typewriters because they're not allowed laptops. And then after they bring in typewriters, they're like, bring in your laptops. Because that's too loud. Which I love typewriters. Sorry. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh goodness. Why is it so young? I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumei University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial. An electric typewriter? I don't think I've ever seen one of those. That's enough. Not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. Who are you? And you didn't use them throughout school. No, that's how you write books, right? You type all your papers on one of them. This man's a lawyer. I'll be defending him today. I love how this dude has his own wind physics going on. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. You're like, you have a sword. You are threatening this man. Ugh, technicalities, look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. It's probably market for quiet, modern electric typewriters. There probably is. I would want an older one though. Right, Yunosuke? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, I suppose it wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this, I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. It's always like this. I must say, in all the newspapers these past few days. A university professor murdered in cold blood by a student. Was it really a trash teacher? But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. There's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Yunosuke. Kazuma. Osogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. Well, he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much, yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. I'm proud to have a friend like you. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all of this started. Wait, you were there when I shot someone? Congratulations, Kazuma. Looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. What did I do? Oh my god. It's one of those things won't be like, history would say that they were very good friends. There's not a soul in university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. It's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. They were roommates. They might be, actually. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. Part of the British Empire. Wish I could see it too. You don't want to see that. Come with me? We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only that were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. Better get going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea, after all. It's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then. Partner? Oh, goodness. We're playing a dating sim, guys. That's actually what this is. Well, straight after that, that's when it all happened. Oh. Sogi, I have a word. Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, the case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi should immediately go to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers, why? I was looking for you before. You have hitting for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. Seems there may be some confusion about procedures today, and as a result... That's what I'm saying! Yo, he has his, like, I don't know. There's just, like, he has a little, like, handheld fan. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him around the university before. I see, I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Yunosuke. See you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks. Kazuma. Hi. Ugh, this is awkward. Call me awkward if you make it awkward, bro. If I may. Yes, sorry. Must be the defendant. Inosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Nicole Tolba? Oh yeah. Forensic medicine professor. Professor Tolba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Soki has told me about you. You and he are best friends. He like winks at us. I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Sogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, she failed to defend you in today's trial. I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? As I suspected, you're unaware of this. I had a feeling Asagi might have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, dreams will be shattered? I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has chosen from a large number of applicants for overseas study. Very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I'm sure that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Oh god, they're trying to rig it against us? Oh, these guys. Oh man. Sorry? What do you mean? I understand once the proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so... as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. What then happens? When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. It's just the other dude proposing with Amita. Okay. I do. But will the question be? No one knows. Inosuke here is getting no matter what, you must say, I do. Bro? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant. Court about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It would seem our... what the heck, bro? Discussions. I'm gonna be cut short. Let me just summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as a defendant, the final decision is yours. I'm defending myself? Okay. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. This is it. If the trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. Hydrate, thank you! And what's more, I found guilty of murder. Hydrate. And so, double hydrate, thank you! And thank you for the alert, thank you! With absolutely no idea what lay ahead of me. And embark on that unforgettable trial. Rome. It's so hot. I should stand under a hose. Like, Why is it so hot? It's the beginning of May. My only chance of proving my innocence shall decide my destiny. This feels more than Ace Attorney. I feel like I'm in Danganronpa right now, and I feel like I'm gonna get murdered if I lose, so... They gave me 17 minutes for that entire conversation, and now I'm going in here? Nice. This is a courtroom. Honestly, he's so relatable. Look at him. Supreme Court of... yeah, the Supreme Court, And no court in the land has more power. I'm looking around? I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Some military and other uniforms in there. It's okay. I don't do that when I'm in situations where I'm surrounded by a lot of people. I start dissociating and just stare forward. That's what happens. So that's it. I'd be more looking like this dude. Powers that have been powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. Secret trial? Trial that is closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? Bro, who'd you shoot? It'll become clear in time, but for now. You need to concentrate. It's about to begin. So bright. The court will now hear the trial of Yunosuke Naruhodo. The prosecutions are ready, Your Excellency. This is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I'd like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. The procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior. And this is unusual, and I'm obliged to ask for a final confirmation. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? I do? Oh my god. Let's see the question. Who's going to defend me? What's the question, Professor Met? Oh, that's the question, Professor Met. I say I do. I need to answer quickly. What should I say? I do. Excellency, no confirmation is needed. I'm standing right beside the defendant. I hope it's clear. No advocate for expense. Yes! Looks fancy. He is fancy. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that Yunosuke Naruhodo will be defending myself. You'll be... What? What are you playing out, Yunosuke? Sir, told me everything just before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. Unruly? Unruly outburst. Just... Oh my goodness. I believe the concept of this game is that these characters are like ancestors for the new games. Well, the older games, I guess. Like the more current day ones. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. I think I won't be able to get him back. I'm the most mature streamer on Twitch. No, it's not that, really. Just that. On the off chance things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Nicola shouldn't have stuck his nose in. And if it was still the same, it would be funny if it was the same dude. He'd be really impressed if it was the same dude. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well. Is the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
They make most of mistake, counsel. This merely shows the defendant's innocence is so apparent that he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so? Naruhodo-san? Oh, yes, exactly! Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I was in charge now, but still. Try to look so bewildered. Huh. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, he must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. I wish I could read kanji. I stare at it every time I'm going through any Japanese lesson. I'm like, nope. Zero, no doubt aware. Yes, this is the Supreme Court. Yes. Accordingly, very high standards of conduct are expected of all present. I make myself clear. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. Therefore, my duty to assess your competence for the tasks you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? Question your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. Oh my goodness. Start with a very simple question. Oh, yes. No, I state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But, wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Yunosuke. Let me guess. My mind's going blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information for the case can be found in the court record. How did I even find that? Is he gonna tell me to hit a button? Yes, the court records with the president. Could you imagine if you're like in like a courtroom and they're just like press this button? You're like, if you're finding you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. Press R for the court record. All right, there's no time to lose. The evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people. You'll find you can put the victim here when you're done. Press B to go back. Second year, he's my best friend. Oh yes, a professor at the university. He is Kazuma's mentor, lead prosecutor of this case, who would appear to have little love for the changes the Cultural Reformation has brought. Victim in this case, John H. Wilson, visiting professor of medicine. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the People's section of the court. Press X to present.
Yes!
Yes! His name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember that name and be a student member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yale University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you are aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. Could be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And despite these circumstances, the blood of Englishmen has been spilt over our soil. I mean, it wasn't on the soil, but you know, video could you go? I'd be going in there. They would hate me in court. They'd be like, "Oh my God, this guy." You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial University, are you not? We're a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. How do they do? Hey Riddle, how's it going? How's it going? Oh goodness, how do they do? Therefore wishes for a speedy resolution of this matter. In other words, the federal government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. That's why the trial has these unusual peculiarities. Exactly, and our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. The nationality treaties won't make any difference for me here. Fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time. Better get going. See you later. I think I'll stay here and enjoy this place longer. Good idea after all, yes. We're at our fancy restaurant, yes. We just had this title. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. He's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. Worst decision of your life, bro. So on a professor's table. I introduce myself to Dr. Wilson. This is a good lesson, guys. Don't say hi to strangers, alright? Don't do it. Which means you would like never talk to anyone, but still. Don't talk to anyone ever? Yes, exactly. Now then, let me pose my next question to you. The life. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? He was shot! State before the court the cause of death. Cause of death. Obviously, that was, I always wear this on my uniform jacket. The death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by blood loss from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Oh, Arira! Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome on in, Raiders. Yo, go check out Al, everyone. Yo, oh, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Carrot King, thanks so much for the follow. Let me give you a shout out. We're just starting this game, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm trying to remember what we were. Was it Star Fox? Was today Star Fox? How was it? How was it? Welcome on in, Raiders. I can spell, I swear. But everyone check them out, check them out. If you like some potentially older games, if you like Silent Hill, if you like Resident Evil, go give them a follow. We play a lot of those games here as well. You'll love your time over there. I believe they're playing Star Fox today. There's some other games we've been playing recently. Always great vibes, always great vibes. Definitely check them out. Highly recommend. And hello, everyone. How is everyone's week going? Oh my god, all those emotes are great. Oh my goodness. Stories when your adventures, one of your childhood favorites. Let's go! I'm so glad you get to play it again. Nice. But yeah, welcome on in, guys. We stream mostly horror and RPG games here. We stream about 6 days a week. And we're chilling. But I haven't played Star Fox. I was actually looking at like a list of games that like I have never played, and I was like, I should play some of those. And Star Fox is one of them. Great Ace Attorney, indeed. Do you guys like detective games? Because I love them. You know? But again, everyone go check them out. Always the best vibes. I lurk in a lot of chats, and they're one of my favorite chats to be lurking in. Always a great time. Great community over there. Thanks so much for bringing your community in here. If anyone also needs to raid and run, I completely understand. Go take care of yourselves. Go eat, go hydrate, go rest. All of that good stuff. When they say objection, they also shout yes in this game, and I get so thrown off. I was like, yes. I'm like, what? But we're in the first case of this. We are being accused of murdering one of the professors at our university. And we didn't do it, apparently. I mean, we could have. But I'm assuming we didn't. So very early in this game, but also if you want to play this game and want to avoid spoilers, I also completely understand if you want to back out of here. Crime drama, it really is. This one, if we lose this case, our best friend also does not get to study abroad because we're in university right now. And I'm just like, that stinks for that dude. It really does. Place it for yourself. They are great. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for streaming. Again, check them out. Okay, the cause of death. It's a gunshot at 2 p.m. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from... What is pectoral ballistic trauma? Did they get shot in the titty? I think so, probably. The cause of death, that was, Inosuke? For that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Provide a piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select... Oh my god. I got you, bro. Yes! Yes! Well... According to this document, the victim suffered a... Is it like a magic death due to gunshot trauma? Learn to read, you imbecile? I can't read. This is the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes. That's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, the doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, the police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions in that way. Well, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Oh my. I think I like Inosuke here more than I like Phoenix Wright. This is so-called photographic print. Kazuma with the sword. I know. He was pulling it out. I'm like, he's like, I just want to like talk to this dude. And he's like starts pulling out his sword and I'm like, that's not... He also has his own physics, which like has his own wind physics, and his headband is constantly glowing. So-called photographic print of the scene. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet, produced by powder explosion. In other words, headband physics, it really is. You assume the victim was shot at close range. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. The print of the victim has been entered into the court record. He was shot. Yeah, okay. So the photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing, which is incredible. What year is this taking place in? I I don't know. Very well, I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Also, for context, anyone coming in, these characters are supposed to be like the ancestors of the mainline characters. So I'm assuming that Yunosuke here is just Phoenix Wright's ancestor. Certainly, Your Excellency. So without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime. Oh, this is it then. Huh, I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. Professor? You mean Dr. Mikotobo? It's clearly your defense lawyer today, not me. Dramatic movement. It's so good, guys. It's so good. Doesn't mean I select as your assistant. Ah, of course! He was speaking with me before. He simply said, Kazuma Sogi will not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give will be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. My first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the sweats. The look of bewilderment, yes. Ain't no way you're controlling the sweats, bro. What if you rein in that crazy headband and control? They pointed it out. Control the cold stares first. Hello. Where's Riddle? Riddle, come back! We found your character. When I state your name and occupation. So, me too. This one's for you. We found him. Of course, my name is Satoru Hosonaga. I'm the head waiter at the Western-style restaurant called The Carnival. Alright. Bro, why are you coughing up blood? He's dying, Riddle. I'm so sorry. Seem to be coughing up some. Regular occurrence, it doesn't bother me. really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. Mysterious embassies and all. It's fine, it's just a regular occurrence for him. This grim crime occurred at one of the district's so-called restaurants. 3 days ago. Understood. Kusanagi-san, would you kindly tell the court everything about the incident? I like how his name is just Alchi. At once, sir. No petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Aspiring maybe, but aspiring. Honestly, he should give us the fan. We're sweating a lot. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had a few diners around that time. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That's the memory of it too. Hardly anyone else in that place. Oh goodness. There's more, bro! While I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery, a gunshot rang out, so I hurried to the dining area to see what happened. Found the victim, English gentleman, slumped in his chair. Standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Stop coughing. That's me after stream, guys. Don't worry. It's normal. It's normal.
Yes!
Yes! Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up the gun I found lying on the floor beside the professor, he's dying, yeah. I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. Court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what you saw, you amateur. But next time you interrupt, and at inappropriate time, you will be penalized. We're gonna die, guys. Don't worry, Yunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, let's quietly listen to the witness. Ugh. May confirm at one point. Waiter. Yo. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see in court today. Yes, without question. Why does he wear so much white if he's constantly just, like, essentially vomiting blood? That's so hard to get out. I see. And apart from the accused, is there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. Aesthetic! You're right, you're right. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. There was no one else around at the table? What's the matter, Yunosuke? That's not right! When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a woman sitting opposite of him. Really? Sounds like the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still. What should I do? Interject! Get in there!
Yes!
Yes! Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at that same table.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. Oh, what are we gonna do with you? Your blatant disregard for court proceedings. I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused is this mere student is not a real lawyer after all? I mean, we're not. We're a law student, right? But I'm sure of what I saw. Sonaga-san, is there a chance that you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of the events is hazy. No. These gentlemen came to dine alone. I don't believe it. Actually, we were a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. And my glasses flash, yeah. Only thing that could make this better is if he did the anime glasses up, like push up, but with his middle finger just flipping us off. Let me see. Why is he bleeding from his mouth? It's okay, it's a regular occurrence for him. He coughs up blood. He said it was okay though. Let me see a sketch through the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume? That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. Okay, yeah. So just however, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. Court will take this plan and add it to the court records as evidence. Oh, well. Oh. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course, here you are. What's that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. What's There's probably some. I actually don't know how we don't actually actively see blood on it. Oh god. That's me after stream, guys. Someone certainly seems to have shaken him. Waiter's business card has been entered into the court records. So. The court has now heard of the case. He'll drop any loot? Like we're in Resident Evil 4? Hopefully. Yes, at the moment of the gunshot was heard. Only person in the closest proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. Profuse coughing, yeah. That's me after stream. Guys, we stream for like usually like around 8-ish hours. I start dying. It would seem we were looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain details of the case to the court. I sworn the defense. You're determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from the sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. Oh, there were several? Wait. Wasn't no one else in there? What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it. Professor Galtoba said it. So it has to be the, so as the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. That's what I've said from the outset. I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to now throw that trust back in my face. Is that it? What? The accused is in fact innocent. And the defense lawyer has duty bound to prove the innocence by whatever means necessary. Is gonna abandon that duty? Are you willing to give up on yourself? Battle hasn't even begun yet, Yunosuke. We find that woman. Defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out the witnesses. And we'll see how decisive their evidence really is. Indeed. Prosecutor Aochi, please continue the proceedings. Finger point. It's so good, guys. It's so good. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. Oh, okay. I'm assuming we're both the same age as him. Okay, there is a decent. I'm gonna be like, if he was like this dude's age, I'd be like, okay, there's not actually that big. Okay. Hold on. For riddle, let's look at this dude's profile. Had a waiter at the European-style restaurant. He was serving there at the day of the incident. All right, that's all we get from him, though. Many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. Ugh. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Are they gonna kill us? Execution calls its next witness. Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Sir, the great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Ilsa reporting for duty. Sir. Myself, I am fine employee, purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Gasute, a humble premises in the second district, Kyoryo Korekuta, at your service. Antique dealer and a soldier, what an unusual pairing. These gentlemen were present at the restaurant in the day in question. 2 diners at the other table, the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea to the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon, and not infrequently converse with the interested parties regarding the curios on which I make my business. I can't understand a word that I know. I'm with you, Ryunosuke. It's hard to say it too. He's an antique dealer. Sounds like he's a regular at the carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets the here because of its high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, the sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. No, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. And I mean, what unit was seen attacking the foreigner when it can be described as an act of war, sir? What the heck was that? I don't like that. What was that? What was that? Who was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there? Who unloaded his firearm, sir? And it's impossible to understand as the other. I'm not sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing. Yeah, I know! What was that? So this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. Soldier's claiming that he saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes? Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. Say everything you saw at the precise moment the incident occurred. What the heck is that, bro? Stop! Unsavory memories of a most... I don't know how to say that word. Afternoon, yes. Witness testimony. What the witness saw. Was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a technical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. What? Stop! Someone get him out of here! I want a different witness! I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. Black uniformed varsity cadet fired on an English civilian from the back. Oh, that one. Can I interject here? Because it's from the front. I was on my hands and knees investigating where about the mysteriously absconded purchased curio. Want to pull his mustache? It might stab your hand, it might actually be like a knife. So you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment? No. At ease, yo. I don't like when he's talking. There's just like a baby cry in there. I don't like it. Saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon, yes. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. Stop! Why do you have a knife? Oh, university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. The times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. It's ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Yunosuke? Yes. All I did was pick up the gun I saw lying on the floor. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat to drink some coffee. When I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. But perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down just as I was picking it up. If that's the truth. There's obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue of who the criminal was. There is. Yunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now? We have heard, Your Excellency. There's no room for doubt in the testimonies of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony in the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it's my grave duty to declare.
Yes!
Yes! In the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst. I mean, the defense demands the right to cross-examine. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it! Yeah. How do you know? Jax is clearly a waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to cross-examine. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Because one is so commanding. Very well. Let's the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? You fire the gun, which means the soldier has, the soldier at it said has to be alive. So don't be, that's why this is the only game we're playing that doesn't have voice acting. that is the reason. Oh yes, but it's just a case proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. Oh, we're also playing Fire Emblem, but that's only one day a week, so evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. Alright, it's all or nothing. How do I do it? How do I interject? Oh, press them for more information or present something. I know what I can present them. I was ingesting a regulation beef steak, the restaurant, yes. Myself was instilling the virtues of particularity, of a particularly fine golden curio. Precise moment the firearm was discharged. I deserved it with my own eyes. I want to press him. Fired on the Englishman and from the back.
Yes!
So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was... I've had enough of your sauce, cadet. Who else do you see in the black uniform? Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but... It was you little weasel. You unloaded a firearm on that man. From his back. I want to present it, bro. I want to present it. How does one do that? I just want to be like, I didn't shoot him in the back though. You disgust me. What is it, Ryunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something the sergeant just said. But I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind. In that case, check over the details of the evidence you gathered. If you find any inconsistency there, with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face and make him choke on it. Anthony's investigating. Yeah. Well, there was nothing there. Listen, Ryunosuke. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is, how? So, except before Akita is using evidence you've collected. Present the evidence. Am I supposed to present the evidence on the dude being like I was searching for something on the ground? Go through each witness's statement and give details about each piece of evidence. And compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. Oh goodness. So, hey, how's it going? We love Barrett here. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seems to contradict with another, present the evidence with X. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. Barrett is the best. If you're dealt with too many penalties, the defense case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. That's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find the inconsistency. Alright, I'll give it a try. You know, witness the statements over and over again, as many times as you like. Take your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. I was yes, ingesting the regulation beef steak. You were just looking at the golden curio. Firearm was discharged. Saw it with your own eyes. In the back. How do I present it? Oh, okay.
Yes!
Yes! What? Am I supposed to, like, do something else? What are you playing at, cadet? What's the meaning of this subordination? Okay, good. Take that, Mr. Mustachio. Posting some photographic print in my mustache? Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. 1, nonsense. Can this print possibly tell us what we already know? Well, obviously. That, I know what I want to say, but the words won't come out of my mouth. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there's no place for an amateur student here in the Grand Courtroom. This is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. Might be more plain. Spell it out would be an insult to the court. Cosmo? What? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense. There's a clear discrepancy here. The sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant? Yes, no, sir? Oh my god. Yes, no. Goodness. Goodness. Oh my god. Oh god. I moved too far out of the way again, but anyway. Why is his name that? Why is his name that? Yes, sir. Yes, what, sir? The statement you made was this. Like uniformed varsity cadet fired in the back. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes.
Yes!
Yes! Well, no, that can't be. And why not, cadet? Because... Take a close look at this print. Victim Dr. Wilson died from a bullet wound to the chest. It did not go all the way through his body. Ah. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that has an obvious discrepancy. Well, how do you explain it? Why? What? What? Why is that here? What the? What was that? He just popped from behind his back and he pushed it down again. Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Can I agree, Sergeant Milsa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, it would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard, get that out of here. Take that, your interfere, get that out. I heard a firearm discharge, and my eyes were firmly fixed on delicious steaks, sir. What? Last testimony of the court heard was proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. I don't think that thing should be allowed up there. As witness, Sergeant. It's just yes, no, sir. Did not see the defendant firing the gun at all. Oh, that's absurd. As you interfere, this courtroom got a lot worse all of a sudden. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There's no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Oh, oh my goodness. There's been a complete turnabout in this trial just from one discrepancy. That's what being an ace attorney is all about. Shots fired, indeed. Definitely saw him. The university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. Turnabout mission.
Yes!
No. Yes! Never fired a gun. All I did was pick it off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. Myself, I have already been quite clear. He's like, I was looking at my curios. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Was he on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Well, he said he dropped something and he was looking at the gold curio on the floor. Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Indeed! The Hoi era Koban? My prized coin. Are there different Ace Attorneys? Like this game? This game is another series that came out after, but it's technically a prequel series to the main Ace Attorney series. So these are all like different characters. I have it too to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest for my shop. In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I preferred my play treasure. I believe that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not, but I presented it with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. Koban vanished. Sitting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap had fallen there, and then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? I will do what I can when I can explain things. Sometimes I'm really bad at explaining things sometimes, though. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest. Did you find the coin in the end? No. Oh, I see. That elemental day. The precious Koban was lost to me. Nothing could distract me. Yo. Straight up. I like how he was just crawling around the floor and this dude was like, this steak is great. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the coin for himself. So what other witness are we gonna call in here that's gonna like have the coin on them? I'm sure everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. The baby? I mean, maybe, actually. I don't know. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. Is that your position, Prosecutor Alchi? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he won't. Will find a wolf in the back. When witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could have possibly committed this despicable crime. Equally despicable defendant, Yunosuke Naruhodo. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Ugh. Very well, the court invites the witness to testify again. He will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Well, excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise in the ranks. Name, Idol. seen the straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Idle. Tension! Rise up to quell the enemy. Ew! Ew! Watch alert, my boy. The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. So we're gonna like question why these two are meeting if the sergeant here was supposed to be trying to buy something from this dude. If they just clearly stated that like he doesn't have money. If what I saw was them, it's almost the same thing. Means it wasn't Christmas. Pointing his gun at the foreman he was. That young lad in black. That much I did see. Furthermore, visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed. Alone he was, the Englishman. Why did this dude turn into, like, Yoda? Standing all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Yoda.
Yes!
Yes! Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Police! Enough of these outbursts already. There was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
First off, a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of court and speak accordingly. I don't think we call it. I still don't think that we call ourselves a lawyer. We just said we would defend ourselves and refuse the lawyer that was right next to us. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. Ugh. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has a photographic evidence of this fact. Oh, you do? Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime? Indeed, of the table on which the victim was dining, taken by the investigator immediately after the incident. Pause. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Gosh dang it, his chair's in the way. I want to be like, but he didn't take a bite out of his steak at all. No, he didn't take a bite out of his steak at all. No, that is not his plate. Unless someone ate his food after he was dead right there. Let's see, there's only one place set. Certainly based on the appearance of this print. It would be reasonable to conclude the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. We'll add this new photographic evidence to the record. A bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table, but I don't think it's the victim's table. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. Whom else had steak? I don't know. Who had steak, guys? We all point to the sergeant dude. My reports said the same thing. I was like, can we see that table? Is there like a gold coin up in here? There's sadly no gold coin for us to be like, he's right there. Ray said the same thing. It maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone. It's not true. I saw her. I swear I saw a woman with him. Seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. Witness testimonies have just heard, leave no room for further doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. Ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. Think that I, Taketsuchi Aochi, will have contributed to the amity between these two great empires is an honor. Did the woman just pay everyone off in there? Because if that's the case, then if we don't have her, where does Dad? How can this be happening? Just as ready to rule. Stand tall, Yunosuke. It's not over yet. What? What you say is true, then there's something going on behind the scenes. Now's your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. Defense is entitled to cross-examination of the witness. Make it quick, understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. Ugh. I mean, it was very irresponsible of the court here to be like, we'll definitely have a response by the afternoon of this day, when that's the same day that trial's happening. You're a student. Did not pass through the body. He was shot through the chest. If he was sitting there, but his back was turned, so like everyone could have seen him. And one thing is that, in which that's not his table. Is it his table? Why is the steak different? They messed up there if that's the case. Like that's not the same steak. 4 segments. 4 segments. Oh, no. No. Is that a steak? Well, I'm inspecting a steak. No. Oh, we would have seen it. We would have flat out seen it. Wait, that part on like the closest to the chair would have just had a straight up bite taken out of it. What's up in here? The owner of Ratsute is hunting for his lost one during the incident. I have nothing. we can press. All I saw was the price moment of the firearm discharge. It was almost the same thing. Pointing his gun at the foreman, he was, which I did see. Did we ever point it at him? From the visual search of the premises at the time, confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, dining all by himself. And therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have been dispatched. We're gonna press Beard Man here about how he saw that, because he said, "Ain't no way I saw anything." What's the matter? Can't find anything. Can't find any clear discrepancy anywhere. Done. I can't win this trial. Baby stole the coin and then shot the man. No. Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You expect witness statements to be full of holes every time. Just take your time and tease more information out of them first. You mean? You can choose either to press or present against the witness statements. The witness says something you're suspicious about, press him on it. With a little luck, you might get more details, which could prove to be crucial. Right, I see. The important point is, there's no sense in holding back. Anything even slightly jars you, press the witness on it. Press them hard. I got it. Press them like blocks of tofu. The person wasn't alone in the restaurant. I'm sure of it. One way or another, cross-examination is gonna prove I'm right. I press. So should we press the sergeant dude too? But the sergeant dude can just keep saying it. The other dude already has blatantly stated before that he was under a table. Just press tofu. I wish I had a tofu press. I actually don't. I'm like, that tofu block. I'm just going in.
Yes!
Yes, it might be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. Because you ready? It's only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when... It's the gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. Exactly that moment. Bam! Got it ring out in my ears. Full of events beyond our control, life is. Sorry, what do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated to this testing predicament. Whereas, conversely, I lost my coin. I failed to pick up the coupon from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you. The pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. One turned into the gun. What was the bullet? Was it just the coin? Furthermore. Yes! Must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
As it pains me to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ears. And yet, no one else appears to have even caught a glimpse of this woman. Ugh. Why there be more people dining at the time? Someone else would have noticed. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. Quiet time between lunch and dinner at any restaurant. Good to know! Guys, if you ever want to go to a restaurant, 2 p.m. Of course, the place was also empty. That's what you'd expect. So 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day or why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? It was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What's that? A medical report card, Your Excellency. It seemed the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Hilltop Clinic? As there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th of November, noon past 1 p.m. Very day of the incident. The victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. Do I have that report card? Give me. I can put it in the records. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it has no bearing on the case. I wonder. What do you think, Yunosuke? Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court records as evidence if you think it could be useful. Yes, and who also performed that evaluation, if that's the case? And can we call them in? Should I ask Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence?
Yes!
Yes! If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. What grounds? Of course, I already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Objection. Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have the right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. Court will grant the defense's request. Why is he sweating so much, bro? Doctors these days are forever asserting their rights. It's the most disturbing trend. Goodness, the death slams. Oh my, that's a head slam. Oh no. Kindly add the victim's medical report card to the record. I want to see it. We need now our new clues. 1 second. I can't read it. I can't read. Yeah, that sounds right. We have to explore things from a possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can inspire this and prolong this trial as much as you like. It's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you forgot that these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused.
Yes!
Yes. So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. No, I was on the floor. That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in. Because we have the old man and the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree. Isn't that interesting? Let's not forget the incontestable evidence that we have here states this as well. Clearly seen. Hold on. I need to go investigate a table again. Wasn't there 4? There's definitely 4 chairs in like the chart thing. There's only 2 right there. Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't have seen it, bro. This can be clearly seen. There's only a single beef steak on the victim's table. A meal for one? No. The dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not possible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? I'm really honest, I have no idea. If we're not other than yes, could have dispatched the Englishman over and out. Does that work? Yunosuke, we've gleaned some new information. Well, yeah, I don't feel like it changes much. You can't see what it brings, that it brings any real discrepancies to light. You're so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got there. You mean this? Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. Perhaps we should examine it a little more. How exactly? Oh, goodness, yes, I understand. I've looked at it already. I've already had to do it. I've had to point to the bullet hole. Hey, you need to take a closer look. Terrific evidence. They should be like objecting to this. They'll be like, what are you talking about over there? Yes. I understand. You can move the cursor crosshair. Not for clues. The cursor starts to pulsate. Press A to investigate. So, partner, you should take a close look at this medical report card. See if there's something new to be learned. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I can't do anything right now. Yes. Yes. So inspect, yes. I still can't do anything, bro. Oh, okay. Says Volta Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries. Aren't they all the same? When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had this hideous injection in my right arm. And never forget it. And never my whole life. Most people would give the right arm to only have one cold in their whole life. Anyway, Elephant's clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking. Don't want to miss anything. What's this? Let's have a look. Some kind of medical history. There's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Ain't no way he be eating that steak. Why did he order a steak? Did they just like shove the steak over to him? Extraction of molar? I mean, he had a tooth taken out? Ugh. Sure, that's right. Let's see. So, just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps he was laughing at us. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. I've heard this anesthesia. Oh, it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you from feeling pain. There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Particularly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. Medical report cards information has been updated. This new information. Meaning, one particular statement today totally changes. So, I think this, it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. I want to look at the back. Oh, okay. Even I wasn't saying that's all it was. I didn't see the precise moment. It's almost the same thing. Putting his gun at the foreman. I saw that. There's also to the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed alone. Okay, was it dining one? Hold on. Inosuke. Even more to go on now. I just don't feel like our situation has really changed. No discrepancies. I've come to light, and that's what we need. I think the situation has changed a great deal. We've come a long way. How so? So we have what we need. So a case of using it to our advantage. And you mean there is a discrepancy somewhere? First point is, the victim had been prohibited from consuming anything with water, yes. That fact has not been brought to the court's attention. He's right. Thinking about Dr. Wilson's circumstances at the time of the incident puts that particular statement in a totally different light. Always keep your eye on the progress of the battle. That's only a sure way to win. I saw was the precise moment. It's almost the same thing. When he was gun at the foreman, he was. My personal present. Was dining alone. Yeah, he can't be eating by himself, right? That's what we're doing here.
Yes!
Yes! Well, I think, what are you, wittering a lad? You call yourself a lawyer? I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Inosuke. Everyone stumbles on the words occasionally. I don't know what I'm supposed to put in the food note, bro! Dang, Kazuma. 666, nice, let's go! A great number. Also, my lucky number is 6, so... You raise your hands right up like that, so purposely, and exactly as you wanted to say. I don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. I do thank you! Thanks for the advice. Oh, thank you. Okay. I was like, what? Kurekuta-san. This is the medical report card belonging to the victim. I see. And I don't see. What a bit, boy? Comparing to what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You're not to interrupt the court proceedings with your amateurish drivel. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may have done before that time is completely irrelevant. Ugh. But that's, remember, Yunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Yeah, okay. Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There's really no need to prolong this trial any further. The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there's no one else besides this pale-faced people who could possibly have perpetrated the crime. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case? Do you really believe that? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Alta Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Sweat. Are you trying to say, cadet? Kid orders not to eat, so what? Saw written up in here. If your drink other than water for 3 years post-procedure, after the post-procedure, while the anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't. Kurekuta-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard. He was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m. The victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's no more? There is more. You assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. That cannot possibly be the case. Oof. Because the victim, we now know, I said one of his teeth extracted and was experiencing the after effects of anesthetic, of the anesthetic. Ugh! It's really done, partner.
Objection!
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. Or there's a bite mark up in there. Clearly see this plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Use your head. It's the very description we're talking about. Or can you follow the logic? Partner, ooh, woo. They were best friends. Mm-hmm. How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables have, in this restaurant have turned. Jiri, do you know Ske? Yes! Most definitely! So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who in fact was eating the pictured beefsteak? We'll hear the opinion from the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel. Counsel? Oh, yeah, that means me, doesn't it? Alright, Yeah, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the turning of this trial. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, presenting the stake at the victim's table must have been... I mean, it could be another. It could be another one. I'm gonna just say the witnesses. Oh wait, or but the unknown third person could also be the woman, but like that's not unknown to us. Ugh. Ugh. Are you taking the cake, cadet? You think I'd share rations with the decrepit graybeard? Insult me by associating with this brutish carnivore, would you? You're both present at the scene. Neither of you can deny that you had opportunity. You out-brained idiot! I had my own regulation beefsteak set for me at my own table. And as any soldier worth his salt would tell you, seize whatever rations you're put in front of you. Seeing you, I need to reconsider your answer. Okay, it's the third person. Okay. But it's not an unknown third person to us. Okay, but... we already know who it is, though. We've seen them. They shouldn't have worded it like that. It should be like the woman. Obviously, could have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
You will not let this go, will you? There's no such person.
Yes!
Yes! There was, because I saw her. The incident occurred, and yet the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have the evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, and we logical conclusion as there's somebody else that was eating there. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. Decides to push through the ruling at this stage. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue our fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma? Never tried logical. Are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have an issue with them, the two witnesses on the stand. This sword... I don't think he should be allowed to have the sword in it. He could just be threatening them. What are you talking about? We've demonstrated with evidence the victim was not alone. So it turns out now that you two deliberately lied when giving your testimonies. Obviously, you will be charged with perjury. Perjury? And since this is a murder trial, you'll also be deemed as complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No! I love these games. I'm loving this game. Hold it. Negative. And there was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders. That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Oh. What? What'd you just say? No. You're just following orders? Now hold on, lad. I was, Say you never saw the gentlewoman? Ugh. When you say gentleman, do you mean... You saw the victim with the lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue. Order. Counsel, explain what's going on here. It's fairly clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. Who's behind this? You tried to make, you keep your mouth shut. Well, that's classified. You're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? Somebody else, so good. You wouldn't. This can't be happening. Yunosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe LG had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, here it is who might be behind this. We can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses. Then we can continue with our pursuit. We name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before making any firm accusations. So that proves whoever did it really did wield his or her power here. But how? How can we possibly? Remember how we made progress before? Before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. No time to lose. Want answers? It's proven these witnesses have been manipulated. I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please, wait. Your Excellency, I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. Head, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Much appreciated. Welcome on in, welcome on in. I knew nothing. And when the defense... What does the defense have to say about this? Well, Your Excellency. No time to think. I'm going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes to my head. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is... I mean, he's military. He's the only person in the military here. The baby. That's not the baby's not on here. But our bestie here said, not him. Yes! There. What do you make of that? Think counsel, you may want to close your ears as well as your eyes. Ah! Well, that the person that the waiter doesn't have is not a person of influence. They were saying it has to be a person of influence, and all he does is own a restaurant. We don't know anything else about him. Here's your pin, you'll be accepted at the university. You may not come in. Goodness. Of course, you can get a new pin made. Some your number. Actually, I lost mine twice already, but I still don't know my student number by heart. It's 901, is it not? That's like the easiest pin here. I always say to myself, I mustn't forget to write it down somewhere. Your pin number is literally 00901. Oh. My goodness. Went home for bed rest? Probably. Chilling. Wait, what was it flashing? What was it flashing right there? symbol of Yume University. And once versus pride, it's funny. Some ones seem to be either round or rectangular. I like the spike design, even though it doesn't really make any sense. Although it does cause problems. Lots of students end up cutting their fingers. Oh my! Perhaps it was the idea of one of the founders. Sharp pin for a sharp mind or something. People actively stab themselves with this. And we find out he was actually stabbed with your pin. Like, what? Oh. I want to talk about this. I first off want to talk about this stake not being the same stake that is shown in the photograph. Because this part right here, this part closest to the chair is not the same thing that is happening in this photo. And it's bothering me. This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think. Definitely. It's supposed to show the relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. There's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there. Exactly. It's not all. The upper left, where it says kitchen. Yes. What of it? I want to use those complicated character. Oh, okay. He doesn't actually work there. Alright, that is him. Especially not when they're in a hurry. I mean, you don't remember those characters yourself? Don't you study harder? Okay. This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions. Okay. Something to show the woman again. Please. Oh yeah, no, there's nothing different. What's the one thing? Oh, let me up. Let me up, let me up, let me up, let me up. Unless. Chief Inspector. I see. Oh, yes. Well. That's unexpected. What is this? Chief Inspector. You see the witnesses' names here as Satoru Hosonaga? Oh yes, business cards do tend to show a person's name. Sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title. His job? Oh! Chief Inspector. Primary Criminal Investigation Division. Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector, what on earth? We've no idea. I mean, it's not even them just being, it's literally everyone in this room that collected evidence because they're like, they didn't turn over the card. They had, this evidence went through so many people to get to us. Let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here. It has been updated. Hey, so how's it going? I love Majima in this house. Okay, that's what we need. He's so disappointed. Otherwise, signs of smoke in the courtroom may very well deafen you. Feeling you must close your eyes in a crisis? Might suggest you keep your mouth shut next time too. Otherwise, I have to use the influence I have in this courtroom to shut it permanently as it blows up. I don't know what this is about this prosecutor exactly, but he really knows, makes me wince in pain sometimes. Derek, thank you! One of your favorite games? Let's go! You've been loving it here so far. Oh, my back. Oh. Alright, yo, let's go. I have a great deal of influence myself, but believe me, find other ways to make you keep your mouth. Okay. Alright, don't get angry. I'll think again. There's a clue somewhere in all the evidence in the court record. Actually, now that I think about it, there might be some piece of evidence I haven't thoroughly examined. No, don't worry, we got it. What does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency. I'll go time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout the first thing that comes to my head. So that's the prosecution. The only person with the Mr. Influence that comes to mind. Yes! Yes! Surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter?
Objection!
Oh, poppycock, yes. What possible reason would a waiter have to make the witness give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that that even the head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence. I know he had this evidence. He should know. For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man would truly. Oh, if that man was truly a waiter. What? You truly were. Go on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity is this. Oh, that's the last one to present it from. Yes! Yes! Plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree, it shows a great deal of attention to detail. I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency. It's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Perhaps I should have said the front? Yes. It's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. Somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say. Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals this man the man in question's profession. He is true profession. Hey, Prestige, how's it going? How's it going? Over his profession, that's surely... Good gracious! How's it going? Doing good, how's it going? Man, I'm so crunchy. Oh god, my arm just popped. That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? Oh, the waiter is a police detective. I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power. Absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So the witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen the foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... Hold it! Y'all? Inspector Hosonaga. I was worried something like this may happen. Then when you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. I'll take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Well... Is there a problem? And the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Yes, I remember now. The judge found it when the judge asked him to submit asked him to hand it over his business card. Try to carry out all investigations flawlessly, my guiding principle. I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. So you mean to say, you really are a detective? Well, why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Oh, of course! Your salary must be terrible? Your salary must be awful! No, I was working undercover. It's so funny. Undercover. Mysterious incidents at the restaurant recently. Working on investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter working undercover. Bro, who? Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information. Oh! The pussyfoot maneuver, of course. One of my favorite moments of the dub by far, guys. Oh, I start like crying when I hear that, of course. Which I am not ready to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Osanaga. But you will elaborate on one point for the court? Of course, Your Excellency. There was the horrible naming, so much. There was the pussyfoot maneuver that he used because he like goes super fast because he's of the Black Cat Pirates, and then there was the knock-up stream that also had me crying. I was like, oh no. Those are the two. Oh my god. Oh, it's so bad. Oh. Okay. I just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. At the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. That's indeed true. Clearly you would have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I'm led to assume that your professional capacity as a police officer required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? I don't remember well. The official dub, not even the 4Kids dub. Not the pussyfoot maneuver. Oh my god. I've never watched One Piece Abridged. The only bridge I've ever watched is, I think, Free and Yu-Gi-Oh! Unbelievable. As I suspected. So I heard the gunshot. I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair. Beside him, gun in hand, was the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. None Piece. Yo, there is no One Piece. No, there is. It's of the friends who've been along the way, guys. Special orders, you mean to say? Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those are my orders. But what if the Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be better in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. The Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect. Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for disappearance of the Phantom Woman in the case. But it's not right. One possibly does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yimei University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young Englishwoman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean I removed the woman from the scene of the crime. I thought it'd be prudent to check her identity first. We're doing is to know the name of the lady in question at once. Everyone sitting at the university professor's table was Miss Giselle Brett? She is indeed a foreign student studying at the research laboratory of Yimei University's medical faculty. What's happening here? I meant that under the orders from the police bureau, I erase all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and order these witnesses to make no mention of her. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with the situation. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, the victim was dining alone. However, as we've now discovered, this premise is false. It would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection!
But Your Excellency! That would mean missing the noon deadline. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Oh, good judge, good judge. Inspector Hosonaga? Yes, sir? You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort to the courtroom with utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. Well, that means you're going against special orders you were given from the police bureau. As I said before, it's my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. This won't be a problem. This poor guy, bro. Nothing will get in my way. Court will be adjourned briefly. Prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Did I make myself clear? Yes. Your Excellency. No. It's my mysterious. It's okay. It happens every day. It's okay. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. To be continued. Oh, we're still fine. We got an hour. Although I should open Discord. Save? Are you not allowed to save at other times? Oh no. Pause. We got content warning in an hour, so I'm just gonna open Discord and make sure that I'm not going to be missing anything. And we'll keep playing. Hello. Okay, alright. I'm not missing anything I had to read. I'm illiterate. It took a second. No. Let's go, part 2. Say November 11th. Though we were in there for 2.5 hours, bro. I'd be like, can I sit down? me like being accused of murder. I'd be like, can I like sit a little bit? Excellent work, Yunosuke. That was superb. Yeah, it's really realistic timing. Ugh, my heart was in my mouth the entire time. It's almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You're drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. You might be a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it, that's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Haha. You know, he's like, you're going to. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your Phantom Lady at last. Shell Brett, student from Great Britain. Is she? That's what I've been trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing for sure. Hey, so how's it going? So what's so great about what? I missed it. Let me give a shout out. Everyone check out Estella if you have not already. They're also playing this game. You're playing this game later on today, aren't you? Where's my cursor at? I don't know. There it is. I was thinking, okay, there we go. Bum, bum, bum. I can swear as well. You're on case 2? You're not too far ahead of us. We're in the second part of case 1. What's so great about Great Britain? Nothing, actually, but anyway. Oh no. Remember, check out Estella if you are not already. Great vibes, great friend, great content. And again, if you want to see more of this game, they're currently playing this. So, yeah, so about this young gentlewoman. Of course! Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. My head went blank after I picked up a gun. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. Then on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down to pick it up. I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. I ran over, looking white as a sheep, and he followed me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. I was thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. Oh. There you are. Well done, both of you. Why are you here? Professor Mikotoba. Well, it seems I was right. Pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, seemed to plan this from the start. Arrange things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. The modern country is still in its infancy, or does the system is even more so? Which is why. I'm to believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I want to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life. There's stuff in the 3rd and 4th sections that make you throw things. Oh no! Oh no. This case in particular? Oh no. waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What? What are you saying, Kazuma? If that's the case, I think we're right in our theory that it's the baby that actually pulled the trigger. Such your stance. I was afraid you feel that way. Kazuma! Hold on. Looks like it all comes down to you, young man. To me? Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in this restaurant. I must say, I know I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, do you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. Jane H. Wilson was a visiting professor. And I was the one who invited him. Oh, I see. I didn't know that before. Anyway, we're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain. Hold on. For no other reason. As for no other reason. Okay, we can't flip anything over here on this picture. I want to make sure everything is like a solid piece of evidence right here. Okay, we can't like flip anything over. Okay, alright. And we don't need the back of this, correct? Like this medical report card was first issued some time ago. It's probably the record of a long-term treatment. That's why with family doctor, I imagine. I can't imagine going to a doctor. I mean, as long as I'm alive, I'm never consult. Oh no! Oh no! If you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors then? How would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine and give you painful injections. And they demand lots of money from you for the privilege. Oh, when you're at your lowest ebb. Sound like a model patient. The bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the going cure is bitter as medicine indeed. Oh, an achievement. As much help as possible in the future. I'm hoping playing all of the Danganronpa games helped me here. Because a lot of those games do what these games do. And you're like, wait, I think I know this. And then they're like, you can't, like, you have nothing to, like, tie that to. Or, like, you want to point something out, but they're like, no, you need to point out, like, 5 points later. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. I played the first Ace Attorney game until this one. Me too! I've only played the first Ace, like the Phoenix Wright one. Me too, that's all I play. Or have you played like all of the Ace Attorney games? I've only played like the first Phoenix Wright game. Let's not forget who we're going up against. Oh yes, yeah! I love the DS guys. DS, peak handheld console. GameCube, peak like not handheld console. Gentleman whose involvement, our police bureau went extreme lengths to hide. Yeah. I said I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. No doubt that you pair will put up a good fight right to the last. See, no, we have not seen the gentlewoman yet, except for like the side of her head a little bit. Best of luck. Thank you. Now then. I need you to run errands at the university at once. There's something we may need. Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. And she's actually a ghost. Defend it, Naruhodo. Yeah. Of course, this is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. It's time! Let's get back to it, partner. So we're not gonna have all the evidence until, that one person gets back, right? Goodness. Partner, you know. I'm assuming they're saying eyeball, but let's go in there and deal with the decisive blow before those old fossils know what hit them. Cosmo? What? Thank you. Really? For what? You said if you hadn't said you believed in me then, I'm fairly sure I'd have already been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend. Every time. I love how every time they have to be like, as a friend. After everything talking about these characters, they're like, we're best, I trust you. Because we're best friends. As a friend, they have to put it everywhere. It's so funny. Going from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. Oh no, no! Hang out with my friend, yeah, exactly. This is the kind of true friend he is. Again, history will say they were very good friends, guys. This isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Where's my pin at? His pin is by his neck, on which they said people actively stab themselves to make them, like, bleed. Alright. I'll save thank yous for after the trial. And treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from the Yume cafeteria on University Street. An extra large portion, of course. And I'm like, no money. He was like, I can't afford that, bro. I never said yes. Alright, we're back in. Oh, he's down here now. Was he always down here? He was. The way that the angling always made it seem like he was above us. Court hereby resumes the trial of Yunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Amachi, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. Thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Sorry. The government scrutinized, that's their job. It's nothing they're worried about. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we've forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. But you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down? Bro, if the treaty were to break down after that, it was not solid whatsoever. I'm really sorry. If the friendship between nations is really so fragile, the treaty... Yeah. Uh-huh. I know. Same wavelength right here. Really have nothing to worry about, Yunosuke. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? Secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is that what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy. You and your friend know nothing of the situation of our nation find herself in. By aligning ourselves with the great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures. I don't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now, in our Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Well said, Yunosuke, despite the wide-eyed look of terror. You little brats! Thank you, Counsel. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuit of truth. That in mind, This trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. Visiting student from Great Britain. I'm still saying Giselle. Brett. Your Excellency. I still don't see her face. What a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, from such a distant land. Tea, someone bring English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea. Is that true? No idea. So, very nice. This should just, what you're like running around. What are you doing in Final Fantasy 14? We need to get back into it. One day. And it probably should be soon. Actually, no, it's not gonna happen. I mean, it could be soon. I think it would need to be this month, because we should not play in the next, like, 2 months. Or, like, even 3 months. We should not play June, July, or August for Final Fantasy 14, because the wait times will be horrendous. We constantly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court. Crafting? Yo, let's go. Crafting music! Oh, nice. Of course, my name is Satoru Hosonaga. And, I'm working undercover as the head waiter of the carnival. My true, yes, we know, okay. Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Is that true? No idea. Also, random not to see your friends? You know, what's that like? No. Oh no. A bunch of things to make music from Bosch. Oh, okay. No! Nothing fun, yo. I didn't know you could even make music in Final Fantasy 14. I didn't like doing dungeons, so we never did bosses. My least favorite part of all of Final Fantasy 14 was going into those dungeons. I was fine with everything else. Then we had to do one of those, I'm like, stop. More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. City powers observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh yes, I think I did, didn't I? Your description of this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Yunosuke. Our power observation aside, your power description are sorely lacking. Guilty. So dearly once again, if I may trouble you for your name and occupation. So it's a thing that just like makes people go lose their minds in this case is the fact that like anything we present towards this lady being like the criminal, they're all just like, it can't possibly be her. She's a lady. Cause I swear. Old school music like Kefka's music. Yo, let's go. Alright. I was trying to see if there was any words I could have started in there, but I don't think there is. I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but... What? She repeated the same exact thing. It says her name is Brett. From London, England. Yeah, she's a lady though. She's unless she was drinking tea, she couldn't have committed murder, alright? But if she was unstoppable. That hat is insane. Oh my, what a rare treat to hear dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. now. Don't say that about English, bro. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you say, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song. As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. You also do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? How are you? You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes. Why can't we understand then? What? The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, who may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett? 3 days ago, at a restaurant called Le Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? Yes. All of that was yes? What? This could take some time. Even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. Should I apologize for disappearing from the scene. Says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so I had to leave immediately. Interesting, when you're the one who engineered her escape. I was following special orders from the Bureau. Oh, dear lady, would you be so kind to cast your eyes over to the photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator. Apparently it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say? Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. Order in the court! Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Hold on, we need to inspect her. We got nothing. We got nothing at all. Okay. Alright. And we have room for, I'm assuming for the first case we're only gonna be using up in this display, so 2 more. Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Unfortunately, I'll have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court exactly the nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Alright, let's go. It's testimony. A frightening and sorrowful sight. I'd arranged to meet for a slightly late lunch with Dr. Wilson that day. The restaurant was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Why would yes! Why wouldn't anyone else say? If that was the case, the other people in here should have just been like, they were fighting. I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all.
Objection!
What, you filthy wretch? Look at you. You black-hearted blackguard. And look at this Snow White Angel. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court's gonna believe. Can't believe Yunosuke's the murderer. Me neither. I'm making the same mistakes, Yunosuke. Mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. Well, that's a lesson you need to learn. Oh, he's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. Took a statement from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified. Cannot believe it. Well, as we've seen here. Without a doubt, he's the one who did it. Without a doubt. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. Testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless. However, Kingdom Hearts is light, darkness. Even so, I have a question. The lady was wearing the same outfit she is today. So if she had shot the dude, she would have blood on her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. Once until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon could be shown. This is moot. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. There are witnesses. These are witnesses' own words on the matter. Ugh, that's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. Say it out loud, bro. Say it out loud for the court to hear. Don't you think about doing anything rash, Yunosuke? I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that. Which means he was hiding a gun somewhere. That's what we have to prove now. To do so, we need to pull her testimony apart. Oh, goodness. Did anyone else see the evil smirk she just did? The defense may now cross-examine the witness. That's on Twitch's end. If it dropped, we dropped no frames. So sorry though that it happened. Yes, Your Excellency. Cross-examination. Alright, we're gonna press everything.
Yes!
What are you meeting for? After 2 p.m. in fact. It's really quite late lunch, isn't it?
Objection!
You don't keep with the latest fashions in Britain, do you? Late luncheons. No. No. Why was yes such a long thing? Incisive English no is quite distinct to it. Gentleman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. It's apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. That day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. Yes, that all makes perfect sense. Wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence. Oh, goodness. Bro. Get him out of here. They're at the restaurant. What happened next? So I was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself a beefsteak.
Yes!
Yes! He's unable to eat, you say? It's because he just had a tooth removed. Correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Is Brett aware of that fact? Seems so, yes. She'd heard that the professor was going to have some dental treatment. That would mean... that as you ate the steak pictured here? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as is left after the horrifying events. Exactly as was left. Dear me, what a harrowing experience. To have traveled to the distant islands on the far side of the world, to be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight. To the victim, Dr. Wilson had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right, other than some carbonated water. Just water? This professor wasn't able to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. It appears that the Shiners toasted their lunch with water. They raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Ryunosuke? That was his last statement. I mean something, I guess. Statement of yours, Miss Brett. Has a proud bearing in the case. Well, well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing? Statements of these statement will become apparent when the time is right. That's cause for witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony. All sides stepped counsel. Very well, Miss Brett. I'll repeat what you just said to be added. Gladly, she says. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm gonna remember that one. Which one? Statements will become apparent when the time is right. I really could use that phrase. I hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that. I'd order the beef steak. Should I press this more?
Yes!
Yes! If you and the professor drank this carbonated water, did you? Yes. Being the waiter, I poured 2 glasses myself. Clearly remember doing so. Except you're actually a detective. And a beef steak. That was for you, Miss Brett. The lady said she'd heard it was not customary to eat beef here until Japan opened its doors to the world. Yes, that's true. A frightful place, is the lady's opinion. Of course, it's not customary to eat sashimi in Great Britain. Now that's frightful. Every country has its own cuisine. As long as people have food to eat, doesn't matter what it is. True, come to think of it. First time I tried carbonated water was much more of a shock than the first time I tried beef. Like pressing, yeah. I mean, that's the way to go about it. Because especially since a lot of times, even if you're like presenting evidence on the right thing, it won't pick up as being correct until you've pressed everything. But anyway, back to this witness's statement. Somehow, I feel like there's something out of place in what she's saying. Any pounds on even the slightest thing now. Seem to know what might lead us to our goal. Goal is turning the trial around. Understood, Kazuma. What did we record from her statement? We don't have her statement. What? Well, it'll become apparent when we need it, I guess. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument.
Yes!
We got into an argument with the professor. I did when I noticed someone's go to say hello. Please, don't get angry with me. No, I wasn't directing that retort at you. It was meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor. Afraid your words are in vain. Sorry. This bird does not appear to speak Japanese. Oh, no, of course not. Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyway. Oh, this guy. English is the future. We must all speak English. Okay. The prosecution will feel that way forever. Oh wait, presence of the beautiful woman. This guy, this guy's a lot, isn't he? The beautiful woman is telling a blatant lie. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be. He's what we would like to say down bad. She's shrimping right now. Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat. Ties on what you said, doesn't it? Yes, I still like coffee to drink. You can't say that. You can't say it. You can't say it without the sh. It actually is not allowed on Twitch. The next time you go up after that was when I'd finished my coffee and stopped to leave.
Yes!
Yes! Like I said, I did not shoot that gun. And like I said, there's no repeating the same assertion over and over. I was expecting to be attacked by my own side. Nevertheless, defendant, can't deny. Oh, shrimp. When the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand. Yeah, that's true, but all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving. In fact, yes. There was someone much closer to the victim than me at the time.
Objection!
That will do. You dirty, rotten scoundrel. Dirty? Baseless accusations could have very well caused an international incident, boy. Seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours. What nonsense. Lady's merely stating what she saw. It's already an international incident as far as I'm concerned anyway. Oh, here I go myself, so obviously I could have.
Yes!
It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it? Absolutely. I verified it personally. You verified it? Yes, immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying any weapons. As I remember saying, I'm not. That's all you did? You just asked? Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector. No. Why on earth not? Honorable English gentleman clearly stated that she did not possess a weapon. There was obviously no need for any further probing into that matter. Or there was no permission given for any further probing. Think what you will, but if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts. In other words, he wants evidence. Ugh. I wishes to point out that, of course, she wanted to stay and assist the investigation, but she had a report to do. A representation at the university. So she was compelled to leave. Ain't no way they'd be like, oh yeah, you can just get out of here. Like, you are one of the few people on this, crime scene. Just go, yo, peace out, bro. Not to mention the fact that the office told you to get the woman out of there. Not get her out of there, or just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime. Which is why she could only be too happy to cooperate and testify in the court today, of course. Not like a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up. You can at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you. He's lying? Well, it's her that's lying. He's just translating right now, but... She's maintaining that you got into argument with the professor at the end, in which you shot him. Which is an out-and-out, totally unfounded lie. Still, it's her statement that's very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentleman from Great Britain. Stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe like in a dull black school uniform. Just the same way you are, except for the flapping red ribbons. Anyway, it's our only chance to expose her testimony as fiction. If you can do that, the trial's over. And if you're with your own thick skin, you must be able to feel the immersed look you're getting from around the room. Might too well, and be half dead already. And the fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony doesn't make me feel better either. There's nothing to do with the professor on any statements that seem even slightly off. Do that, and the opening will present itself. Promise you. When you expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. So I should be aiming for. Didn't we already press her and everything? Yes. Beef steak for myself, and the professor said cheers over comedy and water. They got into a fierce argument. Not long afterwards, they accused the professor's gun.
Yes!
Our professor's gun. I did not shoot a gun. No point in his gun. It's the fact that we don't have any evidence. Okay. You had a gun in your hand. Oh yes. Did they not find out who owned that gun? Yes, there was someone that put that gun. Yes, we've been here. Do not carry a gun myself, so obviously I could not have been the culprit. I don't know, bro. Got like a gun on your other side of the table up in here? Me up in here like... Yeah. Uh-huh. We have nothing, bro. Ain't nothing going on here. Continuing, they got into an argument with the professor, in and out, some totally unfounded lie. So her statement is very compelling. After all, she's elegant, refined, yes. So we're supposed to do the thing when she's just like, they got into an argument. But there's nothing. We have no evidence to be like, nah, bro, there was no argument. In order to beef steak for myself, the professor I said cheers over carbonated water. For a while, the accused came over.
Yes!
Yes. Never got into argument. I didn't when I noticed him say hello. Please don't get angry with me. Ugh. Alright, what's the worst piece of evidence we could present here? Okay, what evidence do we have that would be like, nah, she could speak Japanese. So she's lying. How would we do that? Does it say that we need to know know Japanese in our school or something? Tell me a number. I actually lost mine twice already. Send me some. Let's write down somewhere. I must have forget that. What is fine? It's funny. Spike design. A lot of students end up with cuts on their fingers. Perhaps this is the idea of the founders. Does she not have a pin? I mean, I don't see a pin on her. Doesn't what you said, doesn't it? Yes. So it's coffee to drink, yeah. That's the only thing that would apply to her, right? Oh, goodness. Do we have everything we need right now? Okay. Yeah. He got shot, yeah. Police chief, yeah. They were chilly eating, yes. Is there like any other days here? So record of some kind of medical treatment. Just an element mentioned for the day. Okay, no, nothing new. Yeah, it's too cold. He's loving life. Oh. I feel a faint pain though. Yes. I wish I could see through it. No food or drink. Out on the water. 3 hours. Yeah. Clinic, yes. Required every visit, yes. Is it the pin? I don't know. One day. Like you save here? Okay, that'll be good for when we need to save in 10 minutes. I don't care to go myself, so obviously I can't be the culprit. And we repress this. Getting an argument in which you shot him. It's a lie. Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant. Yes, I know. Start contrast to you. I press or any statements you put. Yes, we've done this. Opening, present yourself. So I promise you. Is it when she like smirks at the end there? You're like, what was that? Hold up. She like finishes her last point. She smirks. Beefsteak for myself. We said cheers over a glass of Cabernet. Hold on. Can they have said that should they have like cheered? Where's the other glass? Yes.
Yes!
That's it. Please confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. And that wasn't exactly as it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Well, that is, it's odd. It's very odd. Dear me, it's odd in the defense's inability to express itself. Ugh. Inosuke, what is it with the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers. The cheers? Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. That's true. There should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Oh. Yo. You're quite right, Counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Objection!
Just to be impressed by this nitpicking over minor things, you know. What possible difference does this presence or absence of a glass make on the
Objection!
Is that monotony? Maybe. You say? Could be that the detective here has removed the glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence. Of course not! I would never do something so reckless. There should be 2 glasses on that table. Are you gonna try and tell me you can clink with only 1? Well, you see, the professor was actually drinking straight from the bottle. Quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Inspector, what did the lady say? I've seen that Miss Brett took the glass from the table. What? That's drinking it from the bottle. Oh no. So terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I've been there at all, she sang. Good gracious. Sorry. As I assured the court before, there's no consequence at all. Oh, please. Let's remember that this student has just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. I could blame her for concealing the glass or 2 in her state of disarray. That's absurd. Oh, really? So, do we take it that you 2 are going to accuse this vulnerable, young, beautiful woman of mischief? What? No, that can't be put down to mischief. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. I actually had a pocket. See that she slipped it into a small handbag. Oh, of course. A handbag, you say? Large enough to carry a gun, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld patch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. Women's clothing doesn't have pockets. You know, she doesn't even need pockets in the outfit that she currently has on. She could like shove it onto like any of the protruding parts of it, and it would just stay there. The beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene. However, the fact remains. This glass is absolutely has no bearing on the case. The student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end it comes to nothing. Ah, yes! That darn logical reasoning. That's just... I would think actually her hat, maybe. It has like a, it has flowers around the brim. So like, she could just like kind of slot something up there. wasted enough time already. Indeed, the ladies offer satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement? Well, I don't know really. If you want to pursue the matter further, you're going to need to show it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. Can we see your handbag? There's deeper significance. It's the handbag. Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes, do try to keep up. Servant explained to the court that all English gentlemen would carry handbags for small items. All. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag. Which would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you pick up on that too. What are you insinuating? Oh my god, bro, stop. It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard. The defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. He didn't fire the gun. It could be deduced there must have been another firearm on the scene. It's true, the murder weapon, if you will. Can't seriously be suggesting. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Giselle Barrett's handbag? No, sir. I did not. As I thought. Sorry. In other words, another gun. The one that was actually used to kill Professor. Could have been in her handbag? Hello! Order, order, order! What's the meaning of this, Inspector? Meaning of what, Prosecutor? Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at that time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Brilliant work, partner. Now we have the chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. Do you think so, Cosmo? Oh god, he's coughing. Well, sorry for what a sorry situation. Clearly, you have no faith in the police. Bro, I didn't say it. You said it. As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary. Unnecessary in what way? I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. Piece of evidence here that we've completely forgotten. A photograph print. Why is the glass so small? Look at it. This print is a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never. You can see right through to what's inside. That's right. Apparently, short bags like these are the height of fashion in London. So the contents are really visible. Exactly, so there's no need to search the lady's handbag. Hold on, I need to check. I need to check Discord. Okay, we need to go. We need to go. Oh god, there's so much chat that happened. Oh no. Alright. I just gotta go blow up. Okay, save. there has been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious. Ugh. As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brooks' guilt here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Ho-san. And with that, us helping prove that she is innocent, we're gonna save the game, and then we're gonna play content warning for the first time. Yay! Uh-huh. We all love cliffhangers, yeah? We're the murderer. Yeah, let's go! Alright, we're gonna go to the BRB screen. Thank you so much for hanging out with this game, guys. We will be continuing sometime next week, not sure the exact day, but it's been great so far. I've been loving it. But yes. Crime solved, everybody. Exactly. I saw this crime was about 5 hours long, so I didn't think we were gonna finish it. But if you guys are gonna peace out now, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. We're gonna go to the BRB screen real quickly. Thanks for hydrate, thank you! And I'll be back with content warning. Hydrate, thank you! Alright. Let me go switch over to that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope you've had a good time here. Detective games are always great. Alright, but yeah, BRB.